Hey guys, it's Travi from Neighbourhood. I just wanted to give you a bit of a May update on what we're doing and what's been happening with Neighbourhood in the last month. Obviously, COVID's still going on and we're still working from home, but I just wanted to give you some insights and some stuff that we've been doing that we've been seeing stupidly effective, I guess, in the last 30 days of what we've been doing. Just to kick things off, before we get started, I know it's been really beneficial for a lot of interns that have come through the agency, but as of today, we've just opened up our internship program. The internship program basically lasts for about 12 weeks, and we take graduates from university or recently graduated graduates from university themselves to come through, and it's a 12-week boot camp for them to come through and learn everything there is to know. So if you or you know somebody that wants to get involved in the 12-week internship here in Brisbane, I will have a link just below. Enter your details in there, and we'd love to speak to you about skilling you up, especially during this COVID time as well. But there's three things I kind of wanted to cover with you guys today on marketing, sales, and customer service, and three things that we've been doing that have been proved to be pretty effective. So hopefully we'll be able to give you some value and get some takeaways so you can bring into your own business. I guess we've been focusing a lot on video over the last couple of months, and we've been seeing some really good results, not only from engagement and conversions, but also from search and organic search as well. So what we've been doing is over the last 30 days, we've been really skilling up. We've been recording a lot of videos. I guess in the past, we were doing up to 3 to 4 a week. That's probably slowed down quite considerably because we are working from home and the background's not as good as the one in the office. So what we've been doing is really focusing on the video content itself, but also animations and also the quality of the production as well. So we've been working with some really great partners in being able to roll that out. It's not as easy as it seems because having to make it look exactly how you want is quite difficult when working with creatives, but we're really happy with the outcome, and over the next couple of weeks we'll be rolling out the fresh new look for our YouTube channel and also our educational videos, also our agency updates and our HubSpot updates as well. So you'll see some really cool stuff pop in, pop up, and be able to sort of just make it a little bit more professional and sort of easier to understand as we step through the education process for the videos that we've got. So I suggest that if anybody is out there, they've got some extra time on their hands and they are doing a lot of content, I will suggest that you get around getting into video and also potentially look at sprucing up what your video looks like, especially during this time. We ourselves can do it, but obviously there's a lot of providers out there, especially within the freelancing world, that can assist you with that. So if you need a hand with getting in touch with the right people, or you need us to give you a hand, just reach out and we'll be happy to help you guys out. Next, I kind of wanted to move on to the sales side of things. So from the sales side, from the agency, we've been getting some really good traffic from all of the content that we've been putting out. What we usually find is that the conversion, especially during the COVID time, the conversions are a little harder to get converted. So what we've been doing as an agency is basically really focusing on our case studies. You'll see a few case studies on our website at the moment, but what we wanted to do was probably make them a little bit more engaging and I think get a little bit more value about the actual work that we do. So I know Dom and the team and everybody at Neighbourhood has been working really hard on sprucing this up just to ensure that it's a really true reflection on the work that we are doing. So over the next couple of weeks, we will be rolling out some new case studies on our website. The good thing with this is we deep dive a little bit further into the actual work that we do. I thought it would be also pretty beneficial as well for us to actually do an interview with the client and do it in video format. We thought this would be a good idea. Essentially, one, you can hear it from the horse's mouth, but two, we get a really good understanding on communicating the effectiveness of the work that we do in these videos. So we were really lucky enough with one of our clients, Craig Bigelow from True Pride, to do our very first case study interview. It was last week, and we sort of stepped through the process on what the problem was, and how we basically problem solve to get it to the end result that it is at the moment. So I will suggest that if you guys are obviously being in a service-based industry, focus on a lot of those testimonials, reviews, and anything that you can do to help the sales team convert a little bit quicker, especially during the COVID time. The last point, keep or customer service, that I kind of wanted to focus on what we're doing as an agency. It's really important that if your marketing and sales teams are working their butts off to get you new customers and new clients, I think it's super important to ensure that you try and keep them for as long as possible. So one thing that I've implemented, especially during this time, is we're basically going to be doing once every single month a half-day education for the whole agency itself. I think it's really important as an agency that we continually improve the services and our understanding about our craft that we do. So I think it's super important that we take half a day every single month to basically bunker down, educate ourselves, and come out the other side with better knowledge or even a deeper understanding about what we do. Now, this might be topics that we already do, so getting a bit of a refresher, but also it's also topics that we're unaware of that we basically want to skill ourselves up a little bit more on as well. So what I'm doing over the next for the rest of the year essentially is basically doing a 6-hour educational workshop internally for us here to basically have everyone that works at the agency skill up and become a little bit more knowledgeable in the area that they focus on, but also areas outside of what they focus on as well, just so that our retention strategies are a little bit more focused on delivering as much value as possible as we can. So I'm really excited about, the half days that we will be doing, because one, we'll be able to have internal conversations and problem solving strategy workshops internally and have a better idea about where the current climate is especially. Just to wrap things up, there's a few things as well that I kind of wanted to point out before we wrap up. Number one, I know one thing that we've been doing, and 2 a month, are webinars. They have been going unbelievably amazing, and I cannot stress enough that if nobody is doing, if anyone watching this video isn't doing it, I highly suggest you should. We've been getting some great signups, really great engagement from the people that are attending and giving as much value, especially during COVID, as possible. So we have got another one coming up, which is next Friday. It's with our head of strategy, Dom Carlin. And this one's specifically going to be focused around optimizing landing pages for better conversions. So if you are doing Google Ads, or you have got white papers, or any top of the funnel offerings that you have got, I suggest that you do tune in just to get a better understanding of best practices on what to do for landing pages so that you get more conversions. The link should be below or anywhere really to sign up. It's completely free. There's no sales. We're not pushing you to buy anything. The whole intention for these webinars is for you guys to take the information from that webinar and implement it yourselves within the business. So it's next Friday. It's Fridays at 10:30 a.m. And I encourage everybody to sign up. Last but not least, one piece of information I kind of wanted to give everybody is a lot of questions that we do get from a lot of clients is, how is everybody else doing? Is other businesses suffering? Are they doing very well? Our good friends at HubSpot have actually released data from over 70,000 companies across the world on how COVID is affecting all the businesses. So the really cool thing that they're actually doing is they're taking all the data within everybody's portal around the world, segmenting it into different industries, and it also segments it into marketing. So how much traffic has been dropped, how many leads have been dropped because of COVID-19, how many deals are being worked, how many deals have been lost, how many new customers. So it kind of gives you a really big idea about all the data across the world about how COVID is affecting businesses across the world. You can segment it by industry as well, so you can kind of see how you're performing against sort of everybody else within the world. You can also segment the data as well by APAC as well, so you can kind of see how relative it is to your business. So I highly suggest, the link will be below, so you can check that out as well. So that wraps up the agency wrap up for this month in May. Hopefully you guys can either attend some of our webinars to get as much value, or take some of the tips that I've sort of mentioned in the video to take away and use within your business. If there is any questions, or if you've got problems within your business, whether it be marketing, sales, or customer service, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help out, and we will help out as much as possible. Well, that's it from us, and hope you guys are staying safe from all of us here at Neighborhood. See ya.